Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome here, ma'am.
Thank you.
When the EPA came out with their rule on new source performance standards, you cited a number of examples to show the EPA's standards are feasible. I want to run over some of these examples, and I'd like you to just respond with a yes or no if you're aware of them. For example, yes or no, are you aware that the partially funded Kemper project is $3 billion over budget?
I am aware that it is over budget,
Okay.
yes.
And you're aware that the Future Gen project in Illinois was discontinued?
I am aware of that.
Okay. And you're aware that the Texas Clean Energy Project hasn't broken ground yet?
I'm not exactly up to speed on that one, sorry.
Okay, but something that was cited in the report. You're aware that the Hydrogen Energy California project doesn't use coal but actually uses petroleum coke? Are you aware of that?
No, sir.
Okay. Are you aware that the final project the EPA cited for providing technical feasibility for new coal-fired power plants was the 110-megawatt Boundary Dam facility in Saskatchewan, Canada? It's not actually a new plant at all, but it's in fact a retrofit. Are you aware of that?
I am aware that it's a good example of one that's up and operating pretty effectively and better than
It's a retrofit, and it's not the United States. And the Canadian Center for Policy Alternatives, which supports the CCS mandates, issued a report this month stating that the Boundary Dam project was twice as expensive as alternate generating methods, which will make it significantly more expensive for families and may jeopardize the owner's financial viability to even complete it. Are you aware of that?
I haven't seen that, sir.
Okay. So in this 2005 Energy Policy Act behind me, which talks about it has to be adequately demonstrated, and references have been made before in the Federal Register said you have to use the best system of emission reduction adequately demonstrated available to limit pollution. But it appears that in all the projects that I just went over that are cited by the EPA, they haven't been completed, some haven't been started, one's been discontinued, one isn't even in this country, and none of them are large scale. So one of them, for example, only captures 13% of the EPA rule, of the carbon. So my concern is, and you've said you want to stay true to the rule and the courts, et cetera,
Yes.
but I'm not sure that the EPA is actually following the law on this. And so I want to know, are you reviewing anything to withdraw the rule and start over so you can really adhere to projects which are viable and can work us towards this goal?
I think the projects you identified are a number of projects that have been moving forward, and we can talk about each one that I'm familiar with, which are most. But the record that EPA produced in our proposed rule went well beyond data from those facilities. We feel very confident that this technology is available. We feel very confident that the use of CCS technology at the levels that we're proposing it will be a viable option for coal to continue to be part of the future of this and other countries, in that we are supporting investment in CCS through our Department of Energy.
Well, and this is where you go back, Mr. Griffith, could you slide a little bit? This is where you refer to this investment opportunity issue.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. What does investment opportunity translate to?
It means that
States putting money into it?
generally our pollutants are captured by end-of-pipe pollution controls, which are often direct costs for facilities. We have designed our Clean Power Plan in a way that allows you to invest in renewable energy, invest in energy efficiency, make decisions at the state level that are consistent with your energy
the
and
key operative
economy.
word here is you invest. But we want to make sure that these are viable, that people can actually do them.
That's correct.
And what you're citing here are projects that people are saying are either going to bankrupt the company or stopped, haven't been going on. So I'm not sure when you say investment opportunity when someone else's money, it's a problem. But let me bring something up, because one of those agencies
no investment in new coal other than investing in this type of
But you have to make
technology.
investments, things that can really work. We can make up Alice in Wonderland here, but I want to make sure it works. Are you aware that in September 2013, the National Energy Technology Labs alerted the EPA in writing that your estimates are outdated? Netto comments, quote, "We believe current costs of CCS is not accurately represented," unquote. They even included update data for inclusion in the rule. They found that CCS would cost an average of $170 per megawatt, and at the high end, $213 per megawatt. That's about 30 to 60% higher than the cost estimate EPA put out there. So I'm wondering why you're ignoring what this other federal agency is saying. It would be facts out there that you should be paying attention to.
Sir, you're citing a document that was prior to our putting out the proposal. We worked very closely with Nettle back and forth on how we would best represent the costs associated with these technologies, and I believe we included our best judgment. And our technology folks are very good, and we align very well with DOE and put the best proposal forward. And we're looking at all those comments. You're citing a proposal, not a final, and we'll certainly take consideration of all those issues as we move.
But I hope you'll pay attention to the law, which says it has to be adequately demonstrated, and I'm not sure we're there yet, so I look forward to talking more.
I understand.
I'll submit more questions to the record.
Gentleman's time has
Thank you, sir.
expired.